Hi guys, this is Autism Talks, and today we're going to talk about nobody's perfect. I want to work it, I'm gonna need them tonight. Nobody's perfect, I gotta work. Sorry, that's from the Hannah Montana that's from Hannah Montana, that song. Go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I think all you guys know about Hannah Montana. So yeah, I'm not gonna sing. So today we're going to talk about nobody's perfect. I'm not gonna sing the song again, like I said before. So yeah, life, you see people, and, we're talking about, like, a lot of stuff. We're talking about differences. We're talking about autism. And we talked about how you are normal, but you might have a different way of thinking. I think that's what I said. Yeah, I think that's what I said. But just because you think differently doesn't mean you're not severely autistic. Let me just remind you that for a first half second. So just because you think differently does not mean you're actually classified of being autism, or severely autism, or severely Asperger's as well. You just have that, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't think any different. So I forgot to tell you guys that. So remember that, what I said before. So yeah, so back to being nobody's perfect. Not all human beings are perfect, They're not made the same way. They're created differently. You probably think I'm perfect because, I'm really not. You probably think I'm perfect because, let me think of an example. You think I might be perfect, but I'm not really, because, some people have, this is so hard. Some people might think that I'm perfect, but okay, for example, my friends, they might think I'm perfect, but I'm really not. I'm just an average another human being on earth, like everybody else roaming the earth, as they say. But yeah, you might think I'm perfect because, we've got appearance, and trying not to say too much, appearance and, body shape, so I am not perfect, but you might see me and think, wow, she's perfect. I'm like, I am not perfect. It's very hard. I'm trying to think. It's like, I'm not perfect. Like, people might come to your home and look at my bedroom. See? Got my own bedroom. But that's not what I want to talk about. So what I'm talking about is your friends might come to your home, and now I've got friends that come to my house and like, wow, she's perfect, or wow, like, that's amazing, or wow, but they don't know, like, what I go through, because I don't really talk about it. I only talk about my autism talks. So it's not a lot that I don't talk about it. It's just like, having a severely autistic brother is a little bit hard at times, and it's not perfect. It's not, perfection. It's not, it's not perfect. Like, you think that my life is, cupcakes and rainbows, as Poppy said. Well, it's true, it is, but there are ups and downs, and I guess you guys don't see the ups and downs. Sometimes I might have a good day, sometimes I might have a bad day with my brother. You don't know the behind the scenes of what it looks like. You think my life is perfect. It's really not. It's not. And, people can show up to your house. It's like, wow, this is amazing. You are perfect. And you're not perfect. You're not in any way perfect. Like, some people have, here's an example, but this is not an insult, by the way. This is not an insult. So, like, some human beings might lost a limb, or, lost a hand, like I said, that's not perfect. Some human beings weren't meant to be perfect, we weren't meant to be in robot order, standing our orders to go through the new world. We're not like that, some people might have, Some people might have a wonky eye. Some people might have, some people might be in a wheelchair. Some people might have trouble with their hands and legs. You don't know because you don't go through that. But yeah, some people might not be able to walk properly. You know, there's all these things. And if you guys think my life is perfect, it's not, because you don't see the behind the scenes of what we go through. And yeah, I am pretty lucky in many ways. Like, I've got my own room. Some kids don't have that. I'm very grateful for that. I have my own card as well, so I can buy my own things. You know, so, you know, just because I have those things, and yes, I'm very grateful for them, and yes, I am very grateful that, you know, people think I'm lucky, and I kind of am, but I don't want to be selfish by saying that, but it's actually true. But yeah, you gotta, I wouldn't say perfect is the right word, but that's the only word I can use here. So, I'm not perfect. I don't think any human being is perfect, and if you think you're perfect, then you're living in the Barbie world, because nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody's, you know, no one's, perfect, you know, in many ways. They might have flaws that you don't know that they have, or, you know, they might have like a missing limb, or you know, they might have trouble with hospital stuff. You know what that means, but I'm not going to go through that. You know, some people might have like a can't say that. It's another hospital thing, but I'm not going to say that here. Some people might have a thing that they have to deal with for the rest of their lives. So, like I said, my advice would be, nobody's perfect. And, you know, if you think I'm perfect, I'm really not. I'm just another average human being on this earth, you know, trying to survive and live my life through. And, you know, just because I have, you know, lots of things, you know, that I am very lucky and grateful for, does not mean I am perfect inside and out. Because some people might have their flaws, some people might have their bad days, you know. If you're a perfect human being, then you wouldn't have any emotion. You wouldn't have any sort of problems. But I do have problems, like, you know, like, for example, my hands. I get really bad cramps in my hands. And, you know, and no joke, it's like exterminating pain. It really is. And sometimes, like, I have problems with my eyes, you know, as well. So there are a lot of flaws in a person just because they're perfect, I would say, but I'm not perfect. My friends aren't perfect. You know, they've got flaws too. Like, you know, even my mum's not perfect. You know, that's an example too. You know, sure, we, you know, dress nice and go out, but that doesn't mean we're perfect people, when there's no such thing as perfect people. There's no such thing as a Barbie world made out of perfect people. You know, people might have, you know, different body limbs or like problems or issues, but that doesn't mean they're perfect. So please do not assume that everyone in the world is perfect, because it's really not. The world is a messed up, cruel, sometimes positive place, but really it's not perfect. It's imperfect. Yes, I would say that. So that's all I've got time for, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to Mel's Mugs, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.